Good morning, all. Hope you can see me. It's very bright this morning. It's about 7:15, 7:30, somewhere in there in the morning, and we are in Bucksport, Maine. ATV racer and I are doing the Maine Sculpture Trail. So it starts in Bucksport, and there's the sculpture here in Bucksport, and then Angel Treads planted a letterbox at each of the sculptures, so there's a total of 34 sculptures, 34 letterboxes. You know how that works. And so we are starting early this morning, and we're going to do half of them today, hopefully, and then the other half tomorrow. I think that we're traveling, I want to say 200 miles round trip. It's a big loop. It goes from Bucksport all the way up the coast and out of the peninsulas, and across into some islands, Deer Isle and Mount Desert Island, all the way up into Eastport, and then into Calais, which is right on the border of Canada, and then back down what we call the Airline Road, or Route 9. Sorry, there's a bug there. And we would head to Orono, to University of Maine at Orono, and then into Bangor, and then the loop would bring you back to Bucksport, but we'll just head straight to my parents' house, which is only 45 minutes from Bangor. So here we are in Bucksport. I don't know if I can get a picture. Behind me is the Penobscot River. Oh, you can see a little bit of the fort back there. I see the fort wall. And then somewhere is, there's Penobscot Narrows Bridge. It's hard to see with the sun. So we're gonna go looking for the letterbox, and we'll check in with you in a couple of stops. All right, hi y'all, we're in Blue Hill, Maine. This is our 4th stop on the Maine Sculpture Trail. Behind me is the sculpture here in Blue Hill. I can't remember the name of it. Windows on the Water, maybe? Windows by the Sea? Window. So we are about to go find the box, but I just wanted to show this beautiful view. Here's the window, and if you're sitting on the other side and looking through it, you would see, and I'm going to turn, this beautiful view of Blue Hill Harbor. Yeah. Oh, and there's even a waterfall back looking the other way. Downtown Blue Hill, which is like a village. We used to play basketball here when I was in high school. So I'm gonna go find the box. ATV Racer's gonna help me, and we're gonna head off to the next spot, which is Surrey, on our way into Ellsworth, and then from Ellsworth we head to Mount Desert Island. Yay! Hi folks, here I am in Franklin. You may hear some cars go by, so I'll stop talking when that happens. There's a truck coming now. We are in Franklin, Maine, which is just outside. It's truck. Just outside of Ellsworth, right between Ellsworth and Hancock. And this is the sculpture. And actually what's really cool about Franklin is this is actually a whole granite industry display. So it's all kinds of granite. Shows granite curbstones. Another one, hold on, motorcycle. And then there's a galamander, which I can't really see past my hair because it's blowing right now. But it's a wagon that picks the granite slabs up underneath it and carries it along. So we're getting pretty far. We're a 10 out of 10 so far. So we're headed to number 11 in Hancock, and I'll check in with you in a couple of sculptures. Hi y'all, we're in Millbridge now, which is quite a ways. We're on box number 18. Transitory is the sculpture. That's the sculpture. And I'm not showing myself because you guys have to see this view. This is the Narraguagus River. We're at a library. It's a really large library for a small little town. And the box is somewhere over here by these chairs. And Scott is always taking in the views. So it's telling me to go by these chairs, take a seat. Notice the young birch tree to our right. Oh, the little one, right there. After sitting, notice the young, at its base, it holds what we seek. So I'm going to go after that box, but just check this view out again. Oh, there's the nicest part of the view. And the side of the sculptures. More chairs. That's the Women's Health Resource Library. It's really big. That's about a 360. All right, box number 18. We have 4 more boxes after this, and then we're done for the day. We're gonna overnight near Machias and then pick it up in the morning, but I'll try to catch you before we finish for the day. Hi all, we got through 21 boxes and we are having dinner in Machias and a little bit of that to celebrate. We're over halfway through. It can be done in 2 days. Most people have been doing it in 3, but we are able to do it in 2. And it's a little noisy in here, so I'm going to say goodnight and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It's day number 2 on our Sculpture Trail tour. We're at sculpture number 22. Blowing Wind, I think it's called. God, isn't that awful? I look at it just so I remember, and then I don't remember. We're in Roque Bluffs, at Roque Bluff State Park, or as our GPS says, our Roque Bluffs in her English accent, Scott Lake's English Siri. We are surrounded by, whoops, there's a car going by, and we are surrounded by beautiful rugosa rose bushes, if you can see them. Some are still reblooming. They're actually all the way across the road, right there. And on the other side of those rose bushes is a sand beach that kind of is outlined by the bluffs. And we're gonna start heading out. So day 2, sculpture 22 out of 34. And we are gonna head north, east, and then head southwest from there. So we'll talk to you in a few. At Roque Bluffs, so pretty down here. And the islands out there. Don't know what those islands are. Scott's going slow for me. Oh, and there's a heron out in the water, babe. Right on the edge of the water where the tide is out. All right, okay, we'll see you in a couple of sculptures. We're in Lubec, Maine, and this sculpture is called Beyond the Horizon. It's really kind of neat. I don't know if you can see it because of the way the sun is shining, but it's all granite. And then there's a piece of red granite in the middle, or darker gray. It looks like red. Oh, it's pink granite around it there too. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. But one thing we wanted to show you from here is that is the bridge to Campobello Island, which means that is the bridge to Canada. Campobello is where the Roosevelts had a summer cottage. Most of this area over here is part of Roosevelt Campobello International Park. We've hiked part of that. So this is Lubec Channel. You can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but down that way is the Sparkplug Lighthouse. So it's a lighthouse that's right out in the middle of the channel. It sits on concrete and metal. I'm sure there's plenty of metal under there. And it looks like a spark plug. And then on the other side of the bridge is another light in Lubec called Mulholland Light. And on the other end of Campobello is the East Quaddy headlight, which is a white tower with a red cross on it, whereas in Lubec West Quaddy headlight is the red and white candy striped tower. So the other thing about this park that's really cool is they have restrooms and they have a little stage. It's got a really cool painted background. So all right, so that's your little tour of the Lubec sculpture Beyond the Horizon. I remembered what it was called. So, and we already have the box. Sculpture number 24. 10 more to go. Hi y'all, so this is the last sculpture, Camel Country. And this is the Bangor waterfront, the Penobscot River. And we are done. 33 for 34, one we couldn't find. We searched everywhere. We were there for probably 45 minutes to an hour. And there was also a salmon festival going on. I'm actually gonna stop this and turn it around. There was a salmon festival going on down in Eastport and we searched and searched. No one really bothered with us because they were so busy trying to get food and check everything out. So 33 for 34. Eastport may or may not be missing. We did search, but after a while, after about an hour, we just decided we were done. So hope everybody enjoyed our short version of the Maine Sculpture Trail. And there's sun in that face. There we go. Hi. And happy letterboxing, everyone. See ya.